If you're tired of losing every fight in Fortnite, it's not bad luck, it's bad habits. You're making the same mistakes every single time and you don't even realize it. So today, I'm gonna show you guys a full weekly routine to improve. And if you actually follow it, you're gonna be better than 90% of players in just a few weeks. So let's just get straight into the video. Part 1, understanding why you're not improving. Let's break it down, because if you're not still improving in Fortnite 2025, there's a reason. Most players fall into these 3 skill tiers. Tier 1, beginners. These are the players who still hesitate when switching weapons, forget keybinds in the middle of a fight, or freeze when they get boxed. They rely too much on muscle memory they don't even have yet. So if that's you, it's not about playing more, it's about learning faster. You need structure, not just play and hope you get better. Tier 2, intermediate players. You know your binds, you've got some mechanics, and you've hit some clean clips in creative. But in real fights, you choke and miss easy shots, you panic build, or you overbuild. You play scared or overconfident, and they both get you eliminated. This tier is where 80% of players are stuck. They think they're improving just because they're playing a lot, but they're repeating the same bad habits every game. Tier 3, advanced players. These players can triple edit, piece control, retake height, and still lose. Why? Because their mechanics don't mean anything if their game sense is trash. They don't know when to rotate, when to disengage, or how to position. They don't study pro plays, they just copy flashy moves they saw on TikTok and YouTube. High skill, low brain. So here's the truth. Before you touch another edit course, find out where you actually fit in, because if you're grinding the wrong thing, you're not improving. You're just wasting time. Part 2, your weekly routine. Now the first step in this weekly routine is aim training. Aim is everything, whether you're on controller or mouse and keyboard. Warming up with aim trainers is non-negotiable. I personally use Kovacs, but if you don't want to pay $10, aim labs and creative maps also work. Focus on crosshair placement, tracking, and flicks. 20 minutes a day is good before you do anything else. Now for step 2, tarping practice. Practice tarping in creative with basic tarps. Then work on defensive tarps under pressure, like when you get cracked and need to rotate or reset a fight. This is one of the biggest gaps between good players and pro players. Step 3, retakes and piece control. Retakes are your offensive tools. Start with the basic 90, then mix it up with triple edits and a little bit of piece control. And now we're gonna move on to a few simple editing and piece control moves. Now for the first editing move, it's just gonna be a few basic wall edits. And practice doing these wall edits until you master them. Now we're just gonna go on to something a little bit harder. Instead of just doing wall edits, we're gonna incorporate stair and cone edits with the wall edits. What this is gonna do is it's gonna teach you how to be able to edit walls, stairs, and cones more reliably than you usually are able to. Now once you've mastered those specific editing moves, we're gonna move on to piece control. Now the first piece control move is just gonna be a simple double edit down to a piece control, just like that. It's super simple. Instead, just keep practicing these till you master them. For the next piece control move, it's just utilizing your cones. You want to use your cones as much as possible to block your opponent from taking your height, or so you can take their height. So here's a good example right here. I did a window edit and then I coned my opponent and then took his height. But what consistently matters more than flashiness is the free build. You need a free build so you can get better at your retakes, piece control, and editing moves. It's more about smoothness and not speed. Step 4, transferring creative skill to in-game. This is the part where most of you guys get it wrong. You play confident and edit fast and creative, but never fight like that in a real game. That's why I need you guys to go into the description, and there's a few realistic map codes down there. I want you guys to run those for at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day. You'll feel the improvement in just one day. Step 5, ranked and tournaments. Ranked is where you test everything, but don't get it twisted. Ranked should not be your practice. It's your test. Play it after a warm-up and never play it when you first get on. You need to be playing every tournament possible, even if you're trash. The nerves you get in real comp, that's gonna force you to become a better player. Also, before we get into the next part, these videos take a long time to make, and I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the like and subscribe button. That should really help me out. Part 4, settings. I recommend starting off by copying a pro player that has a similar playstyle to yours, whether it's aggressive, defensive, or movement heavy. From there, tweak things to match your comfort. Now, here are a few settings I would highly recommend. Edit on release, turn this on. It can literally double your editing speed, especially if you're newer to the game. But if you use double editing binds on any input, this should not be turned on. As for loadout configuration, set up your preferred item slots so your weapons land exactly where you want them. That way you never waste time switching during fights. Simple edit. Only use this this if you're a complete beginner. It helps early on, but will hold you back in the long run if you're trying to improve past a casual level. Game UI settings. Reticle ammo indicator. This is optional. I personally keep this off for a cleaner screen. Damage number scale. Set this to 85 for better visibility without clutter. HUD settings. Adjust your HUD settings to somewhere between 60% and 70%. Big enough to see key info and small enough to stay focused. Part 5. The mental game and burnout. You will not improve if you're grinding mindlessly. You'll burn out, tilt, or plateau. Know when to log off. If you're getting frustrated, take a break. Then come back fresh the next day and do it all over again. So to recap, you need to train your aim, master your tarps, drill your retakes, and fight realistic 1v1s, and then go test yourself in ranked or tourneys. Repeat that cycle for 7 days straight, and I guarantee you'll level up faster than ever before. Comment what skill level you're at right now. Also, if you're struggling with speed, game sense, or mechanics, let me know and I'll reply to you with what to work on next. See you guys in the next one.